Happy Wednesday, everybody. Dustin Ward, aka D-Truth, coming to you live and direct on Facebook from my basement. Give you guys a little update on what's going on right now before we hop into today's topic. Life update, I guess. Yesterday, Paige and I went to a Friendsgiving. That was a lot of fun. Shout out to everybody that we saw there. Had some really good food with some really good people. We laughed quite a bit. It was much needed. That's for sure. So, what's up, Ross? How you doing, homie? Just getting off work, I bet, right? I'm doing a little bit early today because I have to take my kitten Storm to the vet at 9:20. So, starting it at 9 just would not work out. I got to be conscious on like how long I'm sitting here doing this for, too. All right, so today's topic, what we're going to talk about is holiday anxiety. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and I don't know about you guys, but there's been quite a few holiday seasons where I've just felt overwhelmed and didn't really know. I felt I was just really nervous to go back and see my family because, I mean, you know, now that I'm an adult, I just don't see them. Good morning, Kelly. How you doing? I just don't see them as much anymore, you know, and like I keep up with my family on the phone and stuff. But seeing them in person, I don't know, there was just something about it that would always give me so much anxiety. So I guess we should probably talk about what anxiety is, and that's just like an intense fear or worry about a situation. And so, I mean, think about like things you could have anxiety about. Public speaking, right? A lot of people get really fucking nervous before they go up on stage or go up in front of a classroom or whatever before you got to do a public speaking project. You get those butterflies in the bottom of your stomach, your heart starts racing, you might start sweating. That's what anxiety is. Maybe before you take a test. I get quite a bit of anxiety before I do these Facebook Live videos, but there's a few things that you can do to combat anxiety. And first, I need to say that like I'm not a medical professional whatsoever. These are all just my thoughts and opinions and like a little bit of research and stuff that I do. But mainly it goes off of like my own personal experience. So these are the top 3 things that I do to combat anxiety. And that number 1 is breathing. If you can maintain your breath like while you're freaking out, or I guess you could call it freaking out. If you can maintain your breath while you're freaking out, then it does a really good job of calming you and centering you. What I do is the 4-7-8 trick. My buddy Matt Foy taught me that. 4-7-8 tricks where you breathe in for 4 counts, hold it for 7, breathe out for 8 counts. If you do that steady like 5-6 times in a row, it'll do a great job of slowing down your heart rate. And like I said, it'll just center you. Another thing that I do to combat anxiety quite a bit is a fidget spinner. I use this thing religiously. I'm a big advocate for these are a great thing, great alternative to cigarettes. It just keeps your hands busy. I'm a smoker. I just love to smoke, but I understand that I can't because I'm a bad smoker. So I use this instead. And then another thing to combat anxiety is just the fuck it trick. My buddy Tim Garza taught me that one. And it's something I think that we all know. But there is like some kind of psychology behind, like, I mean, every time before I hit this press go live video, I just say, fuck it. And then I hit it. It's something about just saying, fuck it, just releases all that shit. And you're just like, all right, I'm going to roll with it. So what is holiday anxiety? I mean, if anxiety is intense worry or fear about a situation, then holiday anxiety would just be intense fear or worry about, like, you know, the holiday season. Reasons for this, a lot of like the younger people, like I was saying, I feel like are scared of acceptance when they go back home, especially if they're like gone off to college and then they're coming back. In the Midwest, we're given all these like really conservative ideas, and we're always told we're supposed to go to college too. So, you know, we're told all this shit, and then we go to schools that are teaching us completely different things. We go back home, we try to tell our family about said things, and our family gets mad at us. I mean, it happens all the time. That's why they say you're not supposed to talk about politics or religion if you don't want to get the conversation heated. and it's never really gotten heated with my family. It's just those type of talks, like, people have definitely gotten annoyed and pretty quick, and it's mainly me. So, but yeah, and then for like a parent, a lot of anxiety, I think, I just see this in my own mother. A lot of like her anxiety, this is the kitten I'm talking about that I gotta take. What's up, homie? A lot of like her anxiety around the holiday seasons is just like scared of supplying her kids, us, with like a good time. I know she's always stressed out about the money aspect of things. What's up, Lacey? Thank you for tuning in this morning. My mother's always really worried about like the money aspect of the holidays. I've like had an understanding of this shit since I was really little. I've always told her, like, it's not about like the amount of things that you get us. It's about the thought you put in it, Mom. Like, I love like arts and crafts shit. When she's sitting here asking me like what to get Piper, she's like, I'm trying to get $100 to buy Piper something. I'm like, go to the fucking dollar store and buy her 2 coloring books, some crowns, and like some scissors or something. We'll have a great time, man. Like, don't stress about the money. It's not that big a deal. But if you guys are stressed about money, and I've seen a lot of people like posting up about this Dosh app shit. And I think the Dosh app, I haven't done really any research into it, but it's basically like, I think it's a referral program, and you get like $5 or something every time like somebody signs up under their email, but you got to give like your credit card and shit to even sign up. I don't know. The whole thing sounds super sketch to me. But I've seen quite a lot of people post up about that. If you're willing to do that, then I promise you're willing to do what Paige and I are doing online, and you guys can hit us up about that. We'll teach you how before you even start. But one of the biggest like examples of holiday anxiety, and most recent ones that I can think of, is, and it wasn't necessarily a holiday, but it was a family get together. It was just a couple months ago it was for my grandfather's 80th birthday. I had just quit Be Here Now. I was really nervous to tell him about quitting Be Here Now. Paige and I like started doing well with the HempWorks thing, and like my grandparents totally accept like CBD oil and everything. It's just I had always talked so highly of my job there that I knew they weren't going to understand why I left. I just really wasn't comfortable with myself a couple months ago, guys, and that really came out last time I saw my dad's side of the family. When I think back about it, I regret the hell out of the way I acted. I mean, it's not like I was aggressive or anything. I was just in a really fucking pouty mood. And there was no sense in it. Everybody else was on the up and up. I could feel all their high energy. And for some reason, I was just down. And that really came out. I mean, my uncle sat down with me. He was trying to like get my goals out of me, which I applaud him for. I mean, that was awesome. Because a few weeks after that, I sat down and did the technique that he was doing with me by myself. So he really did teach me something there. And he just reached out. And that's what family's all about, guys. So I know that, and like I said, I'm speaking on my own family. I know a lot of people out there have families that like aren't probably necessarily the best. But my family is like pretty badass all in all. Like, we got our quarrels and stuff. So I'm speaking generally to people that have like pretty good families. If you got like a shit family, then like find solitude in your homies. Go to like a Friendsgiving or something. But if you have a family that's been there for you and you're just nervous because you're not comfortable with yourself yet and you're not comfortable explaining yourself to them, just remember that they've been there with you from the beginning, and chances are they're going to accept where you're going as long as it's in a good direction. I remember when I got tattoos even, I was like so nervous to show my grandparents and show my dad, and I thought they were gonna shun me. I mean, the first time I dyed my hair, my grandpa wouldn't even my grandpa wouldn't even take me out to dinner with him until it was like back the same color, until it was back to a normal color. I mean, and that was like the first and only time I dyed my hair too. But yeah, after they saw my tattoos, it's just like they still blow me shit about it, but like, what can you do? It's like we all kind of just laugh at it at this point. So don't be afraid of who you are, guys. just remember, you're the only thing holding you back. We're all we have, so we got to stay up. We got to build each other up. You guys can reach out to me on like anything, honestly, anything. I'm really into talking about this HempWorks opportunity right now, though, so you guys can feel free to like drop a comment or hit me up on Messenger about that. Like I said, especially if you're like stressing out about the holiday season and you're looking for something with a low investment and like a high chance of like success, like hit me the fuck up. So yeah, guys, we're here for you. We got mad love for you. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I think this is the most viewers I've ever had on one of these Cup of Truths, and that's really exciting, guys. Thank you for all 7 people watching right now. These are gonna keep getting better. I'm gonna do one tomorrow, Thanksgiving morning too, because I like dedicated myself to Monday through Thursdays. Then during the weekend, I think I'm gonna sit here and set up the studio. I need to put like a fucking sheet or something over that light so it's not blinding you guys behind me. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I gotta do. I'm steady working though. I've been doing a lot of research on them. Yeah, you can get on this live anytime, straight up. Let me get it, I wanna get it a little bit more professional before I get you on though, Lacey. But yeah, I do have my first interview lined up though, December 3rd. I'm going to this tattoo shop and we're gonna talk to my buddy Mitch Campbell. So that's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. I need to start promoting that too. I'm gonna start promoting that heavy next week. I'm gonna promote it for like a week ahead of time. I'm on Instagram now. You guys can find me there. It's Cup of Truth 381. I'm on YouTube now, Cup of Truth 381. The YouTube, I'm on Podbean now, Cup of Truth. The YouTube and all that stuff, I'm kind of just like posting the content on there. I'm not giving it much attention right now, but eventually I will be. I'm just really learning the ropes to all this, guys, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to do the same thing if you're interested. I've had a couple people hit me up and tell me that I've like inspired them, and that's really humbling, guys. I had a homie hit me up yesterday. He did a live video on some of his collectibles, and he's like, you know, watching you on these live videos really inspired me to get on and talk about my passions too. And man, that's like awesome to hear. So if I'm doing anything like that for you guys, just let me know. I really like to hear that. And it's not so that I can brag about it or anything. It just gives me reassurance that I'm doing something good. All right, because that's what I'm here for. I just need to do good. I want to be the change I want to see in the world. I want to see a brighter tomorrow. And yeah, guys, I love y'all. I think it's probably about time though. I gotta get my little kitten over to the vet. So Courtney, I don't think you're watching. I'm not sure if you're gonna watch this, but I will see you here in about 5 minutes. Stay up, family. I love y'all. Thank you guys for commenting. I need to get a lot better about like replying to these comments, man. This I don't know how you guys do it. Like, just there's so much going on in my head. All right, well, hey, I love you guys. Much love. Peace.